Okay, for our science, our topic is the things that we can found on Earth. There are two kinds of things that we can find here. First is the living things, and the other one is non-living things. Let's go first to living things. There are many living things on Earth. They are divided into two groups. The first group is the plants, and the second group is the animals. So the living things, they are divided into two groups. First is the plants, and the second is the animals. There are more than million of kinds of living things on Earth. It's a million. So the smallest living thing are the bacteria. They are so tiny that you cannot see them without a microscope. And then the biggest living things are the blue whales. Wow. It's in our Bible too. The biggest animal is the biggest living thing, or the biggest animal is the blue whales. And the tallest living thing is a tree, and it's called redwood tree. Okay, I'll repeat. The smallest living thing is bacteria. The biggest living thing is the blue whale, and the tallest living thing is the redwood tree. Remember that one. So living things are the plants and animals. Most living things, they live on the land. They live on land, and people also build their houses on land. Many animals live on land, and most plants grow on land. Living things can be found in all kinds of environments. Some live in the desert, while others are in the icy waters where the cold weather is. Most of the big animals and small animals are in the forest. Okay, many living things live in water too. So the living things, they live on the land and also in water. The smallest and the biggest animals live in oceans and in seas. And then many living things live in tropical areas, tropical seas. Many of them are in coral reefs. Examples of these animals are the lobsters, sea urchins, and many kinds of brightly colored fish. Some ocean animals live near the shore and in shallow waters and on rocks. Some animals, such as the whales, the seals, the penguins, the sea lions, they live in a very cold seas. Some animals, but plants also live in seas, like the seaweed, the algae, and large seaweeds and the sea grasses. So now look at this one. This is the redwood tree. There, that's the redwood tree, the tallest living thing in the world. Okay, before we go to non-living things, let's review first. What is the smallest living thing? Ready? Think. Yes? Yes, that's the bacteria. Now, what is the biggest living thing? Ready? Think. What's the answer? Yes, it is the blue whale. What about the tallest living thing? Ready? Think. Open the floor. Yes. Okay, I want you to tell it to Teacher Bell. It's the redwood tree. That's the tallest living thing. Now, let's proceed to the non-living things that can be found on Earth. So, the examples are there are also non-living things on Earth. Our planet is made up of non-living things such as rocks. This one is rocks. Non-living things, rocks, minerals, and ores. Okay, so I will be reading. So, our planet is made up of non-living things such as rocks and minerals. Rocks that crumble from stones, pebbles, sand, and soil. These rocks contain minerals. There are precious minerals found on Earth like diamond. You like diamond? Rubies, sapphires, and other gemstones are also minerals. So they are what? They are non-living things. The diamond, the rubies, the sapphire, they are non-living things. Okay, metals are also minerals. Gold, the iron, the copper, aluminum, zinc, and many more are found deep within the earth. Rocks that contain valuable materials, metals, are called ores. Example of ores are magnetite and pyrite. Miners source this kind of non-living things because they can be sold to people who use them for many things like jewelry, pendants, and beads. Oil, coal, and metals are found inside the earth. Coal and oil are fuels. Metals like iron, copper, and gold are used for making useful things and for building materials and electrical wiring. So these are the ones. Okay, these are the non-living things that we can find on Earth. Okay, now please open your book on page 263. 263. Please go there first. Ready? Go. Okay, for the 263, it's what? These are the living things. What are the things that the living things need? The boy and the chicken, they need what? And the boy is giving it. They need, yes, they need food. Please write it on the line. Food. F-O-O-D. Food. Let's go to number 2. Look at that animal. He's drinking what? Yes, water. Please write water on the line. W-A-T-E-R. Water. Now let's go to number 3. And they need what? Soil, right? S-O-I-L. Soil. And the last one is what? Wind. We need wind for us to live. W-I-N-D. Now, for the last part, this one. The boxes here. You're gonna write 5 examples of non-living things and 5 examples of living things. Non-living things and living things. I'll give you an example first before you answer. The living things are the whales, all the animals you can choose, all the plants you can choose. Just give me 5. For the non-living things, write the minerals and the ores, the metals, rubies, diamond, like that. It's in your book. Okay, please answer it there. Okay, I'm gonna check it when you go back here to our classroom. Okay.